we got ourselves today. We got ourselves Alfuera. Gonna be first up, maybe last one up. We don't know. On Team Red, we got ourselves, how do you even say name? Kiyashima. Kasha? Can I call you Kasha? Just close enough, right? We're Masters Rogue in the bag, just stealthing around. We got ourselves Toxic. And we got ourselves Uther? Is it supposed to be Uther? Maybe. Who's up first, actually? Did somebody run out? No, Team Blue is still in the back. They got ourselves Ankos? We got ourselves Krager. Oh, Krager's gonna be first. We got ourselves Crom. We got ourselves Refi. And we got ourselves Tulan. Krager looks like he's gonna get hit with a Hodge. I thought he was gonna go versus Warlock first, but looks like it's gonna be Uther. First up and running is a Pally getting a Hodge slammed down onto your boy Kragar. Disarmed by Kragar. While the wings are up for Uther, this is gonna look to give him a slow one. The guy does get a charge and a heal. He just survive while the wings are up and running. Does Kragar change his playstyle at all from last week? Or is it still gonna be the Nazar sustained playstyle? Gonna be a bop out of Uther right now. As he gets himself a bunch of flash lights back up and running. Kragar could maybe turn up the heat if he has any damage available. That's going to be a stun back up from the Paladin again. Kragar is going to have to wait a little bit longer. It's going to be a little bit for Barons before the bubble is available for Uther. But there's a good chance he's going to have a backup charge heal for Kragar, as he's gonna have to tussle with a man. Chilavate is coming down. As Uther is actually taking a bit of damage. Looks like Kragar is trying to line away from the Shield of Vengeance, trying not to get it splashing back into him. Does not get to splash the wings. Gonna get disarmed as the wings are only a couple seconds away before being gone. This way, Kragar could capitalize on damage. Big stunner to Uther. Does he have the damage? Throwing in a flame at Uther, and that's gonna be the bubble out of the Paladin. Kragar just gonna, he's not even gonna run. He's just gonna wait, man. He's just like, you know what? I'm out here, dude. We out here. I'm still gonna get a Bloodthirst. Doesn't mean he gets a heal, but it's still gonna keep him alive. That's gonna be Uther actually out of everything. All offenses, all defensives. Kragar hasn't even broken sweat. Hasn't popped the trinket. Hasn't popped anything. I don't even think he popped offensive cooldowns. Maybe he's trying to make it a lot more challenging for himself. There goes that Recklessness. There goes the big damage. Wings up back up for Uther. Stunned by Kragar. No way to get out of it. Next second comes out by the Warrior. Maybe those auto attacks at the end. I don't even think it was actually executed. Toxic up next with a stun onto Kragar. It's going to play in the Assassination, getting a Vendetta up and running pretty early on. That's going to be a Appendage. Kragar making sure to swipe that thing out of existence. Fear into Toxic while he has Evasion up. That's going to be the Undead Racial to give him a break from the fears, but it's going to put his Trinket on cooldown for 22 seconds. Disarm onto Toxic right now as he's still rushing away from Kragar. Stormbolt, no way out of it. Kragar could capitalize some big damage. If Kragar is even going for a damage build, I really think you should try it. I'm pretty sure you have a Dress to Gas on a bike. Might help you as a Fury Warrior. You never really know. That's going to be stunned by Toxic onto Kragar. Trying to get some dots up and running. Poison Bomb proccing, but Kragar is still looking pretty healthy. Toxic does not have an evasion. He's right next to Kragar. If only you just AoE'd with a Whirlwind. No! And Toxic gets to get away. That's one thing about Fury Warrior. They don't have any dot damage at all. I feel like a Ran for Warriors, for Fury Warriors, wouldn't be a bad idea. Or maybe the same mastery as, just a bleed of some sort, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, Rogues are just going to get away. Kid is shot onto Kragar. Not willing to burn a trinket for Toxic. As Toxic goes for a self-heal. Maybe Gusher is what Fury needs, honestly. Gonna be a leap on top of Toxic. Gets him out of cell, but it's gonna be cheap shot of Toxic either way. GR fully. Kragar looking like he actually is gonna be free to bash the damage on the Toxic. Lol, he does try to keep applying the crippling poison. As long as a Bloodthirst comes out for Kragar, he should be able to get rid of it. But looks like Sacred Trinket is getting proc for Kragar. Gonna make it that much harder for him to survive. Actually, did Kragar swap out of the Zot Trinket since they nerfed it? Actually, get a Blade Storm onto Toxic. Not gonna get a Kiddish out for a second. Stormbolt by Kragar, charge, heal, and execute to follow. That's take the Rogue out. Down it goes. As we get in the 4-minute mark with Alfera. Gonna be up next as a Demon Hunter. I'm so used to Demon Hunters for Shadowlands at this point, boys. No more that continuous dodge. Even the Demon Hunters are pretty strong right now because all you could really do is skirmish, mostly 2v2s as double DPS. The Demon Hunters with a single meta usually will survive, either win or lose by the end of that duel is over. Flying up in the air, Kragar's gonna have to get himself some line of sight. Does he have Reflect? He doesn't look like this man brought it into this arena. So where is gonna be Getting hit with a Stormbolt. Krager, run! It's interesting to go for a Stormbolt charge. That's gonna jump down for needs himself more healing. Krager no longer with a trinket though, so that's gonna be massive utility just gone. Needs to get himself his heals as soon as possible. Does he go for Rage Regeneration heals soon? Maybe with Stormbolt right after? Stun onto Krager. And Alfuera is still getting quite a bit of damage into the boy. Metamorphosis coming out. Huge meta. Charges out of it. Charged by Krager. Does not go for Rage Regeneration. I think he's just trying to see if he might be able to survive Alfuera without having to pop big defenses. Stun to Alfuera, no way out of it. Krager goes for big kills right now. Stun by Alfuera. This is going to be Krager not sitting out stun long at all, being an orc. And this is going to catch up with quite a bit of health. This boy's looking quite healthy. Back up, topped him off to the central 100. Alfuera waiting for 3 more seconds before flyby is ready. Could fly up in the air and just pelt Krager from above. Probably should combo with stun into Krager, honestly, as well. Let's skip that song. Stormbolt onto Alfuera. Getting close to half-ish health. Maybe Ivan coming out. Yeah, he's going to be fine. He's got himself quite a bit of survivability for a bit more. Disarm onto Alfuera. Flies up in the air. Big leap for Krager. He's going to eat a couple of those lances to the face, though. That's going to send him back quite a bit. Does have commanding shout. Oh, might want to use it here. Not a lot of health available. Goes for a health trinket. Goes for a medallion, I think, or a badge. Maybe it's a badge. But he does go for a tank to a PvP trinket to increase his own overall health. To try to hopefully survive. Stormbolt auto refer, they both trade a stun. Krager still has commanding shot needed. Needs to get himself charge heals off of Alfuera. Does get cleaved up though! No! And Croms are, oh my god. It looks like Kragar 2.0, dude, with some swords. It literally has the exact same mog. What is going on? Crom is gonna be up next now. Just a second wind of Kragar, dude. Literally all he is just second wind for Kragar. Gonna be up next. Is he playing the same build as Kragar? Are you playing the... Again, I don't understand what's with these Fury Warriors playing a defensive playstyle. That used to be so good in Season 2. I think now you might want to try some more offensive abilities. That's gonna be Crom. Popping off cooldowns, but it's going to be Alfuera pelting him, punishing him for even being unable to fly. Crom does land a stun onto Alfuera. Trinket getting forced out. And Crom, does he have the damage though? That is the question. At this point, I would even try to stacking Gushers as Fury Warrior. Just we don't really see Fury Warriors in the meta at all. It used to be really good. But I think you have to go on offensive, man. You can't stay defensive the whole time. I think you have to go ham damage because there's so much potential, so much rage saved up in the Fury Warrior. And Crom is just getting cleaved. Oh my god, huge damage. Does have a safeguard trinket just like Kragar. Does he have a health trinket, the badge, just like Kragar too? Isn't that trinket on a very short cooldown or is it still a 2 minute? Gonna be a Blade Storm onto Alfuera as they are disarmed. Throwing in the flame, even playing the flame essence as well, just like Kragar. He's literally following in his footsteps exactly as he does. And Alfuera is just a counter, just a complete counter for these warriors, man. Especially for this defensive play. So Crom though got himself a massive leap, so he's at least able to avoid those lances from afar. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit nuts here, boys. I mean, I don't really know if Crom can do it. I'll be honest here, man. Being a Fury Warrior, all defensive, Alfuera just got so much damage and he heals off of damage. I think as Fury Warrior, you have to take whatever heals you can, but you have to put in some pressure on people. And actually, it looked like Crom was actually maybe setting up some pressure. Alfuera does get Demon 4 back up and right. It's going to be Blur as well. It's going to be a lot of self-heal. Crom is just getting slapped around by the Radan weapons. He's going to get a disarm onto Alfuera for a second, but his health is so low. Does go for Enraged Regen. Stoned by Alfuera into a prison. Cannot break out of it. And I think it's going to be Enraged Regen completely wasted by the Warrior. Very unfortunate. Does throw a Stormbolt on Alfuera. It looks like he almost dodged it. He is going to get himself a short charge and maybe recover a little bit of health as we're at the 8-minute mark. These warriors, if anything, are resilient. I got to give them that credit. Even though they're not really doing a lot of damage, they are resilient. Blade Storm for Crom does not get to parry out the Dressigath, and he's super low on health. I think he's completely out of options. He's got to make a play right now. If there's any gushers by Alfuera, he's just going to start rotting down. I think Alfuera is just waiting. Yeah, pulled him out right in the open. That's going to be a couple fell lances onto Crom. If there's a gusher on you, I think you're done. Okay, I think gushers are subsided. Might be able to get himself a heal or two. Can go for Stormbolt. Can go for maybe a Fear, maybe a Disarm. He has some plays. Trinket for Alfuera. Gets a stun onto Crom. He triggers that immediately. Fear onto Alfuera. Crom landing a Disarm, but still going to eat yet another stun. And it looks like it's going to be a... What? What is that? Is that a... Where did that succubus come from? Huh? Succubus kind of came out of nowhere. Just attacked the guy. Crom is still surviving, trying to get traded by the both of them. Crom's super low in health. Does he have a way out of the soul for it, taking him out? It looks like that is going to be down for the counter for it, taking him out. Random succubus came in the middle of that duel. Going to be a stun by Ankos. Next as a Death Knight versus Demon Hunter. Big item available. Alfera has quite a lot of pets to attack. It looks like maybe Ankos might summon more. Actually, it looks like he's going to be backing out for a little bit. Did summon a full army. IBF used. Alfera is just fine. Sitting in darkness, just funneling all those pets to give him some more leech. Stun onto Ankos. Trickets out of it. AMS available. Can he AMS all this chaos damage though? Alfera is still getting quite a bit of cleave from all those pets. That's going to be Abomination joining the fight. Alfera looking to maybe get some more chaos strikes on Ankos. Is on a run, but it's going to be a Demon Hunter on the chase. One more hit, and maybe Demon Hunter does take out the Death Knight with Reftig. Because the last is Riftig? Is that the name? Riftig? Rifty. We'll call him Rifty. It's like thrifty, but as the it's Rifty. Maybe we'll call him Thrifty. Interrupt Alfera on the item. The Demon Hunter can still maybe catch up on health. There's going to be quite a bit of dampener though. Demon Hunter's in a bad spot. Scorches are coming down with a huge meteor. It almost looks like it came out of nowhere. It's going to be Demon Hunter flying up in the air. The mage is going to tussle with him. Bacon bunches already. And that's going to be a bit of tempo to stay alive for the next duel. And as it looks like Romaster, either sub or assassination is going to be up next. Looks like it's going to be cheap shot into a Nightblade, into a kidney shot. Big bite blow to the enemy on Refty. He's going to get himself a chicken out of it. Oh, huge damage by the rogue. Icebox needs to come out for this man. As Romaster just romancing this guy. Let's do it. Bone Boys right into the graveyard. Ooh, very interesting play. Blind onto that. Ooh, onto that freeze. It looks like Romaster is still in stealth though, so he's going to be able to get the sap opener. Shadow Blade's available, looking to end up taking out Rifty pretty quickly out of here. Blink by Rifty, trying to see if he can get the hell out of there. Big dressed and taking him out. Tulana's going to be the last one left as a monk on Team Blue. Try to see if he might be able to take down Romaster. Still has Shadow Blades available. Marfareth available onto Tulan. But looks like the Master's just going to bail the hell out of there. Look at that sprint. He actually might be able to catch himself a restart unless the monk can keep him in combat. He does get to stop him. Shadow Step, obviously coming out. Tulan, has support to stop himself from being debated off the platform. Does he go for it a second time? I think Romaster is in a good spot where he might go for a cheap shot onto Tulan, try to get some Shadow Strikes rolling there. Not the most amount of damage from these eviscerates, but Romaster is still playing defensively here. Evasion is up to try to deal with that Fist of Fury. Has Cloak of Shadows, number of Vanish available. Trying to go for another Shadow Step. Does it happen? Ooh, Talon trying to see if Whirling Dragon Punch will keep him on the platform. Did not happen. Remaster might actually be able to catch himself a reset. Does the monk get him out? He does not. Remaster catching that full re. Talon still holding onto a trinket. Wall Karma available as well. Remaster seeing that Talon is the last man standing at the 13-minute mark, might end up taking the full time. 50% dampening there, boys. Might end up taking up the full time here. That's gonna be Talon. Gonna have to get aggressive with these eyes, man. I think he's like, you know what? I'm gonna walk to one eye. Maybe I might want to go to the other. I mean, it's giving Remaster plenty of opportunity to find a good positional. I think he can just gun for one of the eyes. Because he's probably thinking, oh, this rogue is on top of me. How do I trick this rogue out? How do I trick this rogue out? He doesn't know any idea. Remaster is chilling about one of the eyes the whole time. Oh, no. Yeah, for Talon, I think waiting is probably not a good idea. I mean, he knows he doesn't want to pick up the eyes, because then he knows the rogue will open up on him. But waiting only helps the rogue, as rogue got Vanish back up. He got all the cooldowns. Mark for that getting shot ready. Another rogue might even have Bike. Blood of the enemy. Huge damage. Big eviscerate. It's going to be tricky for Talon very, very late. And Remaster trinkets out of it immediately. Does get an interrupt to Talon with a Shadow Step. Cheap shot is going to be super DR'd. No more evasion available. Remaster has a chicken for the Slake Step. It's going to be touching that blind onto Talon. Might be able to catch himself a re-stealth. Unless Touch of Death still gets him. Did not catch the Touch of Death. Reset. But it's okay. He still has plenty of health. Maybe another Shadow Step. He knows. Talon, my man. I think you would know by now what happens. It's going to send images over at the rogue. But it's just stop and start casting Vivifies. He's just trying to catch up to the rogue. In cap does hit him. Do you have leg sweep, kindred shot onto Talon? No way out of it. Has the trinket still, Karma back up still. Might want to use it here. It's going to be Karma into the Rogue Master. Can pop a cloak if he wants to. Evasion's back up for Master as well. And Talon trying to get whatever healing, whatever damage. Oh, actually does get the damage into a Master without Karma by the looks of it. That or one of the images got a big old Fist of Fury. So it looks like it's going to be up to Kisha. Oh, Kiyasha. Kiyashi? Kiyashima? I don't even know how to say your name properly. But it's going to be let's go Kisha. Kisha versus Tulan. Destra Warlock versus Windwalker Monk. Trying to catch some real fights. Kisha trying to get an angle. He's going to get a root. That's going to port for Tulan. No longer have to worry about the rogue can port as much as he wants to. And should be using the mobility, says it's one advantage the monks have. It's going to be Shadow Fury Cataclysm around the corner. That dot is going to start wrecking Talon. Not a lot of healing is available to this point. You got to get some damage back at Kisha. You have to get some big damage rolling. Otherwise, this dot and the pet are going to melt you over time. Even this Rain of Fire is going to do work to you. But it looks like he's trying to stave himself off. At 65% dampening, his health is barely moving much. Which is good for him. It's not really moving up, but it's not moving down nearly as badly. This man is recovering little by little. Going to be another root onto Talon. Does get an in-cap onto Kisha. Into a Succubus CC. We're just going to let the Warlock finally unleash some damage. Setting up a gateway ahead of time. This is going to land an Immolate on Talon. Trying to see if maybe we can get him with the fear. Not going to happen as Talon does port back up. Trying to verify as much as he can. He might as well just go in full damage on the Kisha. I think he's just trying to maybe wait to see if he might be able to get a Mortal Coil out of him. Because that Immolate, if Kisha is running any Gushers, eventually is just going to melt ya. Another Succubus that's not really going to stop the Warlock that much. Fear trying to come up with a walk, not going to happen. Mortal Coil, trying to get a Chaos Bolt up and running. Does still not have an answer for it. He does it, but it's only late. It's a Diffuse Magic. That's going to be Kisha going for a big old port. Actual plane. Crucible of Flame. As a Essence. Into a Stun, into a Fear, into Talon, trying to get some dots. He's going to Talon stricken out of it. Lexip onto Kisha. This is going to be a Fear to run him in the other direction. Kisha does have a Touch of Death on them. If Talon can maximize the damage of that Touch of Death, he might actually be able to do something. Karma's still available. That Touch of Death did almost no damage to Kisha. His cell didn't even move. Touch of Death did happen, but his cell barely moved, and Talon is now super behind. Might need to get next to Kisha. Force him to use a bunch of cooldowns, and then Karma it back to him. Kisha has not used a Infernal at all either, though. That's something to remember. Succubus CC coming out. Talon has no answer for it. I think Kisha is going to play the very, very short, actually long game here. Or prolonged game. That's going to be Mortal Coil sent out onto the Monk as the Karma comes out. Just trying to fear through the Karma. It is going to get an Immolate rolling. Talon has no health gain out of that. Little damage done to Kisha in comparison. It looks like he's just trying to verify himself back up to full as best as he can. At this point, Kisha just needs to send an Infernal, let Infernal chase. He did actually. Infernal is chasing up to the lot. If you let this Infernal touch you, you're dumb. But with this much dampening, I don't think he can come back. Watching this Monk just fight tooth and nail for the last bits of health is honestly just... I mean, I don't know what to say. Man is just dead. Man is just gone. Oh my goodness. Well, Alfera taking two of the Warriors, 3 kills under their belt. Quite a bit of damage to go through. Too bad the Warriors can only heal themselves. They actually don't pose that much of damage by the looks of it. Maybe they can switch out some trinkets or something. Maybe we can get someone different rolling.